CineNova Movies is the place where cinema lovers find deep insights, reviews and explorations of the greatest films that left their mark on the audience. Our aim is to bring you a complete look into stories, performances and filmmaking craft so that you can relive the magic of cinema from your own screen. Today we dive into one of the most successful and memorable movies in Hollywood history, Avengers Endgame, released in 2019 by Marvel Studios. Avengers Endgame stands as a monumental achievement in superhero storytelling and blockbuster filmmaking. It was the direct continuation of Avengers Infinity War and brought closure to a decade-long saga that started with Iron Man in 2008. The film became a cultural event because it was not just another action movie but a combination of emotions, character journeys and spectacular battles that kept fans talking for years. The movie opens with the world reeling from the devastating effects of Thanos' snap that wiped out half of all living beings in the universe. The surviving Avengers deal with the trauma, loss and responsibility of failure. This sets up a darker and more grounded tone in the beginning, which immediately connects with the audience on an emotional level. It was not only about action but also about how heroes handle defeat and grief. The first act focuses on the scattered team trying to rebuild themselves. Tony Stark, Iron Man, struggles with his survival and fatherhood. Captain America becomes a symbol of hope despite the hopeless situation. Black Widow carries the burden of leadership while Hawkeye is consumed by rage and loss. These fractures in the team's unity show the human side of superheroes and remind viewers that behind all the powers are real emotions. The concept of the time heist becomes the central mission of the movie. The Avengers travel back to different points in the past films to collect the Infinity Stones before Thanos can use them. This creative storytelling device not only added excitement but also celebrated the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe by revisiting iconic moments. Fans got to relive scenes from the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor: The Dark World, but now with new layers of humor and tension. Every character in Avengers Endgame had a purpose. Hulk merged his brains and strength to become Professor Hulk. Thor battled his depression and sense of failure but found redemption with Mjolnir. Ant-Man brought humor and scientific solutions. The teamwork displayed here balanced the personal struggles of each hero while keeping the bigger mission alive. The final act is one of the most unforgettable battles in film history. When Thanos brings his army to Earth, the Avengers assemble once again in full force. The portals scene where every hero returns, including Spider-Man, Black Panther, Doctor Strange and Guardians, created pure cinematic magic. The energy in theaters worldwide during that moment proved how much the characters meant to fans. Tony Stark's sacrifice remains the emotional heart of the film. By wielding the Infinity Stones and declaring his choice, he ensured the defeat of Thanos, but at the cost of his own life. His journey from a selfish billionaire to the ultimate savior of the universe completed a full circle that touched millions. Steve Rogers also concluded his story by passing on the shield to Sam Wilson and choosing to live the life he always dreamed of with Peggy Carter. These endings showed closure and respect to the characters that built the Marvel legacy. The film also highlighted weaknesses, fractures and complexities. The Avengers were not always united and their decisions were not perfect. Time travel created risks and paradoxes. Thor's depression showed that gods too can break. Black Widow's sacrifice on Vormir was heartbreaking and proved that victory always comes at a cost. These fractures made the film realistic and grounded despite being a superhero spectacle. Avengers Endgame became the highest-grossing film at the time of its release and won admiration not only for its action but also for its storytelling depth. It blended humor, sadness, sacrifice and triumph in a way that few blockbusters achieve. At CineNova Movies we bring you such detailed reviews to help you appreciate cinema more deeply and understand the craft behind your favorite films. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to support us by subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us continue exploring the world of movies and bringing you more reviews, analyses and cinematic journeys.